Hey there, how you doing? Phil Forage here, growthevoice.com, and I got a lot of great feedback from that last lesson, email lesson, video lesson that I sent out to you. So I appreciate the love. Okay, so today we're going to talk specifically more about how this applies in the singing, and also how it actually, how growing your range, improving your tone, and eliminating strain, how that process kind of works. So if you're straining on, say, the F4, or if you're a lady and you're getting stuck around the B4 or something like that, and you're flipping and cracking and flipping the falsetto, the problem actually starts earlier. All right, and the problem starts probably about 4 notes before you even realize it. All right, so I'll show you what tends to happen as you're getting up higher. Change the scale around here. Ooh, I'm singing an ooh vowel, right? And I come up. Ooh. Okay, I'm going to show you what tends to happen to most people. See how it starts to leave the ooh vowel, and actually this is what's called splatting, or coming out wider. Can you hear that? Now, most of you, as you're doing your exercises, will ignore that and just keep going up higher, because you can go higher. You can get away with that sound and keep going, but only to a certain extent. You'll only get about 4 notes extra out of it, and then it would just break and it will strangle you. Okay, so you get up here, and right, and then by the time you get to that F, and then you break and flip. Okay, so the answer is not to bash your head against the wall on the F. It's actually to fix the problem down 4 notes lower, get the vowel aligned right, and then you'll find that note by note you'll have to keep bringing it back into alignment, and then when you get to the F, you'll be able to hit it cleaner and stronger. Over time, if you keep doing that, you'll find that that problem on the F will actually just move up higher. So your break will move up higher, okay? And you've got to get good at doing all of your vowels, okay? All of your vowels. So the vowels that you've got to actually train are A, I, U, O. Today, I want to show you how this kind of applies in an actual song.
All this time I was finding myself now. Didn't know I was lost.
That's it, keep going.
So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and alone.
So that's the problem he tends to face. And you can see he's annoyed. He's frustrated. He's like, damn. So I'll let you hear that one more time just so you can hear it.
When I'm wiser and alone.
You don't open up enough there. You got to go wiser, like that, wise. So what's happening is his jaw isn't opening enough, and the vowel isn't going to that kind of sound. So the larynx raises up, and he feels it get tight.
When I'm wiser and alone.
You don't open up enough there. You got to go wiser, like that, wiser. And even more on that note, wiser and wiser and even more and wiser and
wiser.
Yeah, that one. Did you feel that one?
Yeah, it's more beefy and like round. Yeah, what do you mean?
When I'm demonstrating it, it almost sounds like something that would be weird and a weird manipulation. But when you actually hear him do it, it fits in more with his real voice. So all these things I'm showing you actually just open up what your real voice is really like, okay? They're just showing you what your real voice is really like when you get it right. Yeah. So he gets the jaw down, instead of, and I'm, or, and I'm.
There's a lot of shit from the past going, oh, don't open your jaw that much because you're going to create tension. It's like all these stupid things from the past going, no, don't do this, don't do that. And it's just letting go of that and just being like,
it's understandable,
okay,
man. They're not stupid doubts at all. They're very, very reasonable doubts. So he raises a really good point here, and I included this in because I feel like some of you may be thinking this too. Is that, like, wow, you gotta open the jaw so much. Isn't that like weird and unnatural? Well, it kind of is. I mean, it doesn't feel unnatural once you get used to it, though. What feels unnatural is not opening it enough, because it would literally feel like you were not opening it enough. Does that make sense? So when I see singers not opening it enough, that feels unnatural to me. I'm like, what are you doing? That's nowhere near the amount that you need to get the sound to come out in a free and natural way that sounds like your voice. Does that make sense? So I get it. You know, we're all performers, we're all entertainers. We want to shape sounds in a way that suits certain styles and stuff like that. And you can do that. But first get comfortable with singing with freedom before you start to bend the rules. Otherwise, you will find yourself going around in circles and beating your head against the wall. I pointed this out last time. So, and that is the problem that Curtis has, is that he has trouble singing really high songs that go up to B4s and stuff, because the approach he takes around the F and F sharp and G is slightly off. And that's what I was just helping him fix there, is bringing that area into alignment properly, because that is what will actually help him sing even higher. Because as you can hear, he can still muscle through the stuff that's around the F, G kind of area, but we want to go beyond muscling through, and we want to really sing with freedom, okay? Yeah, that's it. You see, you use the tongue to flip down. Now, this is another point I want to bring up. Remember how I said there's more adjustments that I got to show you other than just the jaw and the head position? There's loads of them. One of them is actually using the tongue to help you articulate the words. So if you go, was and I'm, if you use the tongue instead of and I'm, if you eliminate the excessive jaw movement, you can actually help yourself sing in a higher range more easily, because when you sing in a higher range, you can't get away with the things that you would get away with in a lower range. Does that make sense? And this is all relative, because what is high for you may not be high for somebody else, or whatever. So if you're struggling at the F4, it means you have less leeway to do it the way you want to do it at the moment. Does that make sense? Once you build the freedom, you can start to morph things around it, and you can get away with a lot more. This is why I'm saying you've got to build the technique first, because that gives you the freedom to then explore the different sound colors and choices and things that you want to do to manipulate it into the sound you want to do. And then you can get to that kind of thing there.
Yeah.
That's how you get that efficiency to sing in that high range. You've got to use the tongue a lot more. Now watch his jaw movement here. Watch how it goes, and I'm. It goes even further on I'm. A lot more. And that's what allows him to get up there with that freedom and that beautiful, nice, buttery tone that he's got. That's consistent with his voice. Now for this lesson, we worked it for about 30, 40 minutes just in this F sharp, G kind of range. His problems start around the F sharp, G, and that is why he doesn't always feel the freedom in those super high ranges that he knows he could have, okay? So I was like, we're going to spend the whole lesson here. And near the end of the lesson, we start going up around the B flats, doing some Bon Jovi stuff. And it comes out so much better for him because he addressed the issues where they started, which was back down on the F sharp, G kind of area, okay? So this is what I want you to take away from this video, is that you've got to really pay attention to where the problems first start, and they will be very subtle. You may not even pick them up. And they will start earlier than you think, and you've got to address them there, because they will be too hard to address when you get to the high range. I'm gonna live forever. Try to sing that through an ooh. I'm gonna live forever. So that's getting closer to where it's got to be. Now, this isn't to say that everything's going to be dark. It's just that's what it sounds like when he's not brightening the sound, okay? Now, he can brighten it by lifting up the lip more, and it will bring more brightness through. But at this stage, I need to get him to converge the sound to a point. And that's where you get more of that natural kind of sound color that's more consistent with his voice. His voice is naturally kind of a deeper, darker tone, kind of like my voice. You've got it. Yeah. Just when you go to live, just extend it down. That's it. But do it the same way. Yeah. Just go down. That's all.
Try it again.
Yeah, the reason this is working better is because of what we just done as well.
It's warmed up the mix really.
And that's what he's saying there, that he said the reason why it's working so easily now is because all the time we spent down around the F sharp, G range.
Well, man.
Yeah.
Try that one last time. Try that one last time, but do it the same, but just go exaggerate the down part of that. If that bit. That.
Yeah.
See how easy that comes out for him now? So I hope you enjoyed the video, and just to summarize what we went over through there, wherever your vocal break is, wherever you're straining and getting stuck, hitting a wall, feeling like you're gonna go in the falsetto, wherever that point is, I just need you to understand that the problem actually starts earlier, and there are adjustments you need to make to fix those problems, okay? And those adjustments are not go to falsetto and try to smooth that connection out. It is not, go down to a tiny volume and just whisper your way through and then it's going to grow later. It doesn't happen, okay? You've got to have a nice, strong, medium loud chest voice that is a similar volume that you would use to call out to somebody in a friendly manner. So you'd be like, hey, what's up over there? It's just like I'm getting somebody's attention. So we use that kind of volume. We use a chest voice. And if the chest voice strains, we don't leave chest voice. We eliminate the strain in the chest voice by making adjustments. And in this video, I showed you how we made those adjustments in the context of a real song and some friggin' high notes too, right? So I hope you appreciated that. I hope you appreciate the love I put into these videos, and I'll see you next email. So take care. Leave your questions down below. I'll see you soon.